Cell phone history, from the brick to 5G. Today, leaving home without your cell phone is unthinkable. It's our planner, our map, our window to the world. But have you ever wondered where it came from? The history of the mobile phone is the story of a technological leap that transformed humanity. And it didn't start yesterday. Before the cell phone, there was the telephone. Antonio Musi invented it in the late 19th century, and Alexander Graham Bell patented it. The idea was simple and revolutionary, turning electrical impulses into human voice. And for nearly a century, that's what phones were: cables, bells, receivers. But something else had to happen to free them from the wires. The discovery of radio, transmitting information through electromagnetic waves, was the key step. Without radio, there would be no cell phones, no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth. And so began the race to create wireless phones. In 1947, engineer D.H. Ring had already imagined something like it. But the technology to make it real didn't yet exist. In the 1960s, major telecommunications companies entered the race. And it was Bell Labs that obtained the first patent in 1972. A year later, in 1973, Martin Cooper from Motorola made a call from the street to his biggest competitor. That's how the first cell phone was born, the DynaTAC 8000X, a massive device nearly 1 kilo, with 1 hour of battery life. But it was the first step. In 1984, it went on sale. And in the 1980s, the first generation was born, 1G. With analog radio frequencies and FM modulation, companies like Ericsson and Ameritech launched basic, bulky, and expensive phones. But the path was already open. The second generation arrived in the 1990s. Goodbye analog, hello digital. With GSM, TDMA, and CDMA, phones improved in voice quality, security, and portability. They became lighter, cheaper, and started to spread. Roaming emerged, and Generation 2.5 was born, bringing something new: messaging. First SMS, then MMS. And with them, a new way of communication. 3G, the phone gets smart. In the early 21st century, the third generation appeared. It was no longer just about talking or texting. Now you could browse the web, make video calls, watch TV. The cell phone turned into a small computer. Smartphones came to stay, and with them, a paradigm shift. Design features, full access to the digital world, global and permanent connectivity. With the fourth generation, or 4G, came high-speed streaming, video games, social networks, HD video. The phone stopped being an accessory and became a part of us. And then, 5G arrived. A network 1,000 times faster than 4G, with nearly zero latency, capable of connecting cars, factories, operating rooms, entire cities. It's the foundation of the future. Smart cities, telemedicine, robotics, artificial intelligence. And it's already underway. From that white block with an antenna to modern smartphones, The cell phone not only changed its technology, it changed its shape. From physical keyboards, we moved to touchscreens. From small, we went back to big. To see more, do more, stay more connected. Phones with no ports, foldable screens, 108 megapixel cameras, satellite connection. Each year a leap forward. From the DynaTAC to 5G, the cell phone stopped being a luxury and became an extension of our lives. A tool that supports, guides, connects, and transforms. But it also brings new challenges. Because if the cell phone changed the world, what's next? From an unthinkable luxury to a daily necessity, this is the story of how the cell phone shaped each era. 1973, the first mobile phone in history is created, the DynaTAC. 1982, commercialization of 1G cell phones begins. 1990, commercialization of 2G cell phones begins, and they become widespread. 1992, the first SMS in history is sent. 1996, Motorola launches its first iconic mobile phone, the StarTAC. 1997, the first phone with an integrated camera is announced. 1999, the first phone with MP3 capability appears, the Samsung SPH M100. 2001, commercialization of 3G phones begins. 2001, the first phone with Bluetooth appears, the Sony Ericsson T68. 2005, the first phone with Wi-Fi capability arrives, the Nokia N91. 2008, Apple launches the first iPhone, marking the beginning of the smartphone era. 2008, the first phone with the Linux-based Android OS is sold. 2009, the boom of mobile applications for smartphones begins. 2010, commercialization of 4G phones begins. 2011, the first phone with a dual-core processor is launched, a model by LG. 2014, the development of future 5G technology is announced. 2017, the first smartphone with a dual-front camera is sold, a model by Alcatel. 2019, commercialization of 5G phones begins in select markets. 2020, foldable screens become popular, with models like the Samsung Galaxy Fold. 2021, advances in computational photography. Phones with multiple cameras up to 108 megapixels. 2022, the idea of phones with no physical ports begins to spread, favoring wireless charging and Bluetooth connectivity. 2023, phones with rollable screens appear, and major improvements in integrated AI optimize battery, photos, and performance. 2024, advances in mobile satellite technology. Some phones begin offering direct satellite connections for calls and emergency messages, even in areas without traditional coverage.